Orlando Magic let victory slip through their fingertips and lose to the New York Knickerbockers 102-98. I got a bad taste in my mouth right now from this one, Pich.
Yeah, it's not the first time I've been mad about a pair of pants beating me. Mostly it's usually because, these things are too small for me now.
You got a rip in them somewhere in the groin.
Yeah, just not a great game. Defensive, just kind of weird, odd. We led for most of it, but not by a lot. Like the Knicks hung around the whole time.
12 points was the biggest lead, which is not really anything in the NBA.
No, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did what they had to do to stay in the game with their two stars.
Mm-hmm. And then beat us in the fourth, 36-29.
Right, just outscoring us in the fourth was really the main difference in this game. And I really didn't like the way they decided to end that game. I think that's a really I'm going to say pussy. I think it's a pussy move by the New York Knicks. I really do. I think you're
like
playing.
That you announced that you were going to say it, and then you said it. Thank you.
I wanted to make sure people had a chance to step away if they're uncomfortable with the word or the phrase. But it really is a sad move when you got a team that I believe was like 6 of 26 from 3 at that point, and you're not willing to let them hoist another one just to call the game over. Yeah. Instead, you'd rather play this little foul game.
You know Thibodeau's going to do that, though.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
But I think it's a bitch move by a bitch team. Honestly, there's a lot of bitches on this team.
I think
a lot of wannabes.
I'm most pissed, and I'm feeling that anger. Before. Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, we're in the tri-state area. We're in Connecticut, so we went to the first Knicks versus Magic game when our hopes were high about the season, and Mitchell Robinson just dunked all over us and rebounded all over us. So coming into this match, I was excited that Mitchell Robinson's out. We can do work on the boards, but we lost the boards. 43-41. I think what makes this even worse, I want to talk a little bit about the game, but you can hear all those fucking Knicks fans.
It's my number one thing. It's like one of the only notes I wrote over here. Could not believe how loud it was in that arena for the New York Knicks.
I know,
Knicks
man.
Chants and they were chanting for Obi Toppin, my guy. They chanted for Obi Toppin. I mean, my God, Obi Bottom. That's just not good. That is, I can't believe that's allowed. Like I'm telling you this right now. If we're at a game and fans start to get that kind of, we were at that Lakers game, people were talking shit, and I was like, hey man, keep it down.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have it, bro. You guys got to step up down there because that was weak sauce.
You don't think we should be getting some R.J. Hampton? R.J. Hampton. That would be like the equivalent, right, of an Obi Toppin chant?
Well, Obi gets more minutes, to be fair.
Well, yeah.
But
now.
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even hear a bull chant breaking out on our squad. And at least he does some stuff from time to time. He doesn't just dunk. But, yeah, well, they started a chant for a man that scored 3 points and went 0 for 6 from the field. Congratulations, Knicks fans.
Way to go, Knicks fans. Do better. The team did, I guess, better. We won the points in the paint, which is something I always look towards. 48-36. That's a 12-point differential. But it really doesn't matter when you're shooting 24% from beyond the arc, 6 of 25, and your opponent, wasn't great, 15 of 43, but that's a 9-3 difference. That's 27 points.
Right.
And I don't care how many times we're getting to the line with Paolo or Franz. It's tough to make up 27 points at the free throw line.
Absolutely.
So
when you're in a game this close, every point matters. So you're shooting that poorly from 3 points, 1 or 2 threes does make a big difference.
Yeah.
So you have to find a way to get that percentage up. I don't know if that means a player or guys just have to be more open. I'm not sure what the solution is for us at the 3-point line. I do feel like we need somebody who's just a professional 3-point shooter.
Yeah,
to come into this lineup.
More looks for Gary Harris. I understand that the focal point of our offense is Paulo Banchero and Franz Wagner, although I do want to say, I want to see, there was a possession with 2 or 3 minutes left, a couple possessions where Franz didn't touch the ball at all, and he was kind of just
They went to Paulo on that play, and they just didn't seem to have
a... it's the Franz fourth, though, baby. It's the Franz fourth.
Yeah, it was becoming pretty clear to me lately is that it seems like Paulo is keeping us in it in the third, and then Franz kind of takes over in the fourth, and Moritz a little bit today, too, for a while. So I don't know if that's just by design. I don't know if that's by design or just that's who steps up.
Yep.
But at least some people are stepping up and doing some things, whereas in years past here recently, we fall out of it in the third quarter or early fourth, and we're done. So at least these guys are stepping up. To me, that shows a little bit of that star power that you're looking to see is you keep your teams in games.
Yeah, I guess to finish my point is that running the offense through Franz and Paulo, I mean, Paulo's been shooting horrendously, really, from beyond the arc. That's one of the biggest growth areas of his game, and I think we all believe that he'll get much better there, and that gets me excited because then if he gets that working, but that's in the future. It's not right now. Franz has been shooting pretty well from beyond the arc, but not really tonight.
1 of 4.
And because we run our offense through 2 6'10" wings who like to get into the paint,
yep,
our offense tends to focus on that. And that's why I always look at points in the paint and the boards, because we need to win those decisively in order to make sure that we get a victory. And your point is well taken. Where's the professional shooter? It's Gary Harris. We saw some Caleb Houston minutes last game. Would we have liked to see some of that tonight? I mean, he seems to match up well as a 6'9". He could probably be guarding, their RJ Barrett-esque player on the other team. But who does he sub in for? Because I love the minutes that Jalen Suggs gave us on Jalen Brunson. Seemed to cool him down a little bit. What I'm frustrated by, and I promised I would not say it, Pish. I promised I wouldn't talk about injuries on this show, and I think this is a loophole because he's not quite injured.
He's not.
Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah, he's not injured anymore.
And I get that this, let's ease him back in, but man, don't you feel, ladies and gentlemen, like 6 to 8 more minutes of Jonathan Isaac on Julius Randle in that, third and fourth quarter somewhere?
Yeah.
Just calming him down a little bit would have been the difference in this game.
His defense on him was great.
Stymieing.
Again, yeah, when you have a team that's so, I mean, look, the Knicks are Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. That's it. I don't give a shit who the other guys are. They're garbage. Those are the two guys. So find a way to shut them down. You've got this all-world possible defender in J.I., and you're limiting his minutes because of somebody's feelings somewhere? Like, what's the point of this anymore? He's a grown athlete. It's been 6 games now of this
he's
garbage.
Taking one off. Yeah,
let's go, man.
Yeah, this just underscores, Pish, that us fans, you and I, we're passionate. We want this victory, but the higher ups, they're not focused on wins.
Well, I mean, I don't know who is still saying that they have to do that. For some reason, much like in this country, we've given the medical people way too much power.
Oh, this isn't going to be a trash on Fauci right now, okay?
And it's not even about that. It's no one. We should have never put a pricing thing on medical things to take advantage of it. And I think that somehow people in the medical world are being used to cover up. Maybe that's what you're suggesting.
I have no idea what I'm suggesting.
Well, you're suggesting that someone is saying they don't want us to win.
I was thinking
so
about
let's cut his minutes back.
Yeah, more like general manager. Like, hey, we don't need to win that much. Right. We're easing him back. Let's just do this 10 minutes restriction thing. I mean, Mosley
at a certain
went
point,
away from it at the last play, but
back to a point that I made a long time ago. That's what angers me is that if I'm J.I., look, I want to play now. Yeah. I'm practicing regularly. I'm here. I'm suiting up. I'm ready to go. Let me fucking play. Mm-hmm. And you don't hear him saying that because he's being a good little boy and going with what they want to do. But at some point, he's got to get frustrated and be like, I want to be in there making a difference. You can't tell me he didn't want to be in there down the stretch in the last 3 minutes when we need defensive stops all the time. I want him in there. We all want him in there. Like, what is the purpose of this? You're kind of telling your team that you don't care about that. It's not a good message to me to send to make this seem okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's a fool's errand trying to look for someone to blame.
I'm not blaming that for the loss tonight.
I started this conversation.
But it definitely would have made a big difference, I think.
Yeah, Markelle Fultz with a phenomenal game if we're looking for a silver lining in this. 21 points. That helps your wager for Court Cousins Championship. Go check out episode 38 if you haven't already yet. 9 of 12 from the field. Took 2 threes, missed them both. 4 rebounds, 6 assists. So he hit the over on assists. He hit the over on points. He's giving you money if you're betting on him, ladies and gentlemen. Off the bench, we didn't have much. We did win the bench points, 27 to 23.
That's sad.
But that was, I mean, that just shows you the type of disarray that the Knicks bench is in. And that's why I honestly felt good coming into this game. I felt like this was going to be a victory when we saw Mitchell Robinson out. We have that depth, I think Jalen didn't look as comfortable offensively as he had the previous couple of games after going down with that suspension. Mm-hmm. He had 3 points. That's nothing. We need more there. Yep. Cole with 9. Moritz is the only one that really showed up, 13 points. Yeah. But on 4 of 11, that is not great, So he wasn't even – he put up some buckets, but his efficiency was piss poor. So
13 scoreless minutes from the Bull Patrol.
Oof.
I'm telling you, he keeps getting closer to having the Bull Patrol pull him over.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, man, you got to score buckets if we're going to keep you in there. You got to – and he'll be like, but I got 4 rebounds, sir. No, sorry.
Yeah, the reality is coming face-to-face with the Bull Patrol right now, and we'll see what that spells for Bull moving forward.
He had 1 shot. It's like, what are you doing out there?
It wasn't great. There's not a lot of positive I'm taking away from this piece. The only positive I can try to get immersed in right now is the thought of February 23rd. We're going to be in Orlando. It's all going to be okay. Mm-hmm. We're going to be whooping the Pistons' ass. We're going to be hanging out with the second cousin family, having some adult beverages. We're going to be giving away free stuff. Talked to the ticket consultant today. He's working on getting us a couple signed pieces of merchandise. We've got some jerseys to give away. Court Cousins Night, February 23rd, Thursday. Please get your tickets now. Fevo.me/Court Cousins. A bunch of you already have. We need to get them now so that we can all be seated as close as possible on the night of the game.
Just as a disclaimer, we're not actually giving out free stuffs.
Oh, no. Sorry, stuff. I didn't mean
free
that.
Stuff.
Yeah, I would never do that stuff. I'd get your consent first.
Just want to make sure, because it's conceivable,
right?
We would be handing out stuff.
That's fair,
but we're not.
Jerseys, socks, shot glasses, cards.
Other things.
We're giving away a bunch of Magic cards just for fun, good times. So we hope to see you there. Thanks again, everyone. As we're now over 1,000 subscribers. You're seeing the ad before this. Watch that whole thing. That gives us like 4 more cents if you watch the whole thing. No, don't skip it. Don't do what he said. 30 seconds. That's what we need. All right. Thank you, Papi Chulo. Yeah, it's
if I want to look at something positive from this game.
Yeah, what do you got?
What about full tops? Right?
Oh,
you can make a solid beer with full tops like that.
Oh yeah,
he was getting up for a couple of solid jams,
man. That putback.
Ooh, look out!
Loved it.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. That was not planned.
Cole had a nice one too.
Yeah, another alley-oop jam. I don't know if I've ever seen 2 smaller men be involved in as many alley-oops as Jalen Suggs and Cole Anthony. I don't know how it happens, but
it's good to see Fultz, especially with the bounce, man, coming back from a couple of different injuries over the past few years. So he's looking all the way back now.
Athletic, spry.
Oh, yeah.
Not on a minutes restriction.
Let's go, sexy. Baby. Let's go. Coming up, we've got Denver on Thursday, which we're going to be live streaming starting at 6:45. Come through, get in the chat for that one. Always some laughs.
Come listen to me talk about how unathletic Nikola Jokic is.
Oh, yeah.
While he drops 40 and 20 on us.
Then Miami, Chicago, and Toronto into the All-Star break. I mean, this one sucks because it was an Eastern Conference team that we wanted to win. Someone's ahead of us. We got Miami and the Bulls and Toronto. Toronto and the Bulls especially. Those are going to be big wins. I don't know. How you feeling, people? Let us know in the comments. Show some love. What was a highlight? How do you think we lost this? Because after this game, I was like, we got to go do a reaction. I don't even know how the fuck we lost this game. I guess it's just on 3-point shooting.
I think it really just kind of came into the Knicks. We're doing whatever they had to do to hang around in this game.
And then they shot the ball better.
And then they shot the ball better, particularly in the fourth quarter. They found the way to get those things done. I think they've played in more close games maybe, or they just have that pedigree. And really good teams find a way to win games like that. We're not quite there yet, and it just showed. That's all.
So are you calling the Knicks really good?
I'm calling Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle really good.
Okay, so Knicks fans that are watching, just take that and be happy, okay?
You have 2 good players. You need one more.
All right, Magic, second cousins out there. It's been real. We'll hope to see you on Thursday. Peace out, everybody.
Your coach looks like Charlie Brown.